Good morning everyone. Today I am going to present an interesting case. History chief complaints 45-year female complaints of headache, giddiness since 2 months. History of present illness patient was apparently normal 2 months back when he started complaints of headache and giddiness. Past history of similar complaints 4 to 5 times during last 2 years. Family history nothing significant. No history of fever, vomiting. No history of tuberculosis, hypertension. Personal history diet mixed, sleep adequate, appetite normal, bowel and bladder habits regular. General physical examination patient is conscious and oriented, no pallor, icterus, cyanosis, clubbing, lymphadenopathy, vitis pulse rate 84 beats per minute, blood pressure 110 by 70 mmHg, respiratory rate 24 cycles per minute. Systemic examination cardiovascular system S1 S2 heart, no abnormality detected. Respiratory system bilateral normal, vesicular breath sounds heard, per abdomen soft non tender. Nervous system conscious and oriented, Kerning sign absent, no any motor or sensory deficit. Investigation hemoglobin 13.7 gram per dl, total count 11,000 cells per cubic millimeter, differential count neutrophils 60%, lymphocytes 33, monocytes 5%, eosinophils 2% and basophils 0. Platelet count 2.56 lakhs per cubic millimeter, random blood sugar 101 mg per dl, peripheral smear, normocytic normochromic blood picture. MRI brain, well defined extraaxial lesion in the right basifrontal region with the perilesional vasogenic edema and CSF clot causing midline shift towards left, possibly suggestive of meningioma. This is a H&E stent section of tumor mass. On scanner view, we can see hypercellular area with abundant amount of blood vessels covering almost all area of tumor mass, which is greater than 50% area of tumor mass. On low power view, we can see predominantly dilated vascular spaces with intervening areas showing spindle to oval cells with abundant amount of cytoplasm and over-vesicular nuclei. On high power view, some occasional psammoma bodies are also seen but are not covering greater than 50% of tumor cell mass, so it is not fulfilling the criteria of pseudomonas meningioma. Features are suggestive of angiomatous meningioma. Angiomatous meningioma, it is defined by its hypervascularity with tumoral blood vessels exceeding 50% of total volume. Larger vessels are often markedly hyalinized, whereas smaller capillary sized vessels are often surrounded by bubbly foamy tumor cells with degenerative nuclear atypia, closely mimicking the histology of hemangioblastoma. This variant often coexists with microcytic subtype and is often associated with cerebral edema beyond that expected for its size. Special studies are occasionally needed to confirm the meningothelial nature of variant. Gross pathology. Meningiomas show a diverse range of gross appearance depending mostly on their location, growth pattern and histologic subtypes. Most are rubbery, well circumscribed, spherical and firmly attached to the inner surface of the dura. Tumor surface is usually smooth or bosselated. Cut surface is white, yellow or tan. Xanthomatous lipomatous metaplasia imparts yellow color, whereas foci of metaplastic cartilage and bone appears white. Psammoma bodies imparts gritty cut surface. This is a gross image. We can see well circumscribed tumor mass, and on cut section it is yellowish in color. In this image we can see despite of relatively small size, it is associated with abundant cerebral edema on contrast Stephen weighted magnetic resonance imaging. This is a H&E stent section of tumor mass. In this we can see markedly hypervascularity with extensive hyalinization of both large and smaller vessels with intervening meningothelial cells. Differential diagnosis: meningothelial meningioma. These are defined by lobulated, nested and whorled aggregates of polygonal to epithelioid cells with fuzzy or indistinct cell borders. Second one is fibrous meningioma. In this we can see fibroblast like spindle cells which predominantly form fascicles or storiform growth pattern with prominent collagen deposition. Secretory meningioma, in this we can see gland like spaces with a brightly eosinophilic pseudosamoma bodies. And in pseudomatous meningioma, the majority of tumor mass is composed of psammoma bodies which appear red rather than purple due to acid decalcification. These are my references. Thank you.